We are in the studio this week and actually for the next 4 weeks, getting ready for Vintage Market Days, figuring out what we're going to finish making, what we're going to pull off the shelves of the shop, and whatever else we want to bring to Vintage Market Days. So I have these 4, and my husband could take those 2 apart, and then we have 6. How our sap buckets start out, and in today's video we're going to talk about, and I'm going to show you how I create a beautiful French country cottage bucket out of this bucket, which has already had 2 coats of paint. It's been cleaned and it's ready to be worked on. So this is how our sap buckets start out. And then because they've been outside, we have to wash them. Hot soapy water. And then we clean, once they're dry, we clean them off with denatured alcohol to make sure there's no fingerprints left. Then we prime them with a primer. And after they are primed, we paint them whatever color we're going to use for our design. For this bucket here, I am using this Calamar blue. It's really a vintage blue and white, and it has got a lot of little French motifs. It's got some French typography, and I'm going to decoupage on that bucket. Now, quite often I would use a paintbrush and some water to kind of get all the edges, but this design these are super very, very detailed. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut these out. So first I'm going to cut it off of the big piece. And because the bucket is white, I'm not as worried about the background. I would rather not have a lot of background, but for this particular project, it's going to work. And these are a little bit time consuming to get all these details cut out. So I got my bucket in my little bucket caddy here, just a big towel rolled so that I can keep my bucket straight. And I've already cut out a bunch of these pieces. In fact, I've cut out half of the piece. So I've got a few left, but I don't think I'm going to use them all. But I have cut out almost all of the really beautiful typography. So that is what I really want to start with. And some of these were teeny tiny. So, and I am going to use Wise Owl matte varnish and get these pieces down. And I go around the whole bucket with this particular rice paper. And I do end up using the whole rice paper. I overlap some, I cut some and put them up in that little lip up at the top where I'm doing that right now. And it just made a really gorgeous bucket. So you do have to be careful with the rice paper. It does get really, really delicate after you go ahead and make it, after it gets wet with the varnish on it. You can overwork it, and you'll see what happens when I overwork it a little bit in one of the sections. It's a tiny, tiny little piece of the script, and what happens is it kind of rolls up on itself, and I literally lose it. I have to pull it off. And later on, I don't show it, but I do go and cut another piece. And I used every single little bit of this paper. And this paper is an A3 plus size, so it is over, I think it's like 13 inches by 19 inches. So it's a good size piece of rice paper that you end up using. And I really thought I was going to see the shadows where I left the white paper along the edges, but you don't see them at all. This bucket came out to be really absolutely blue and white, and it looks like the designs were, they could have been decals, but they were decoupaged on, and it just, the white was the perfect for whatever color they use when they print this paper. And literally, most of the French words, we did look them up, and most of them were with about branches and flowers, and it's just all about roses, and you could see there's some blueberries. It's just a really, it's really a. There's the piece that gets wrecked. So this is a matte, so there's no sheen to this varnish at all, and again, you notice when you decoupage, you put the glue underneath, you put the glue or the varnish on top. So you've got one coat all set drying. And then I am going to put two more coats. I'm going to put another coat of matte because this bucket will be used probably as a little wastebasket in a bedroom. I'm not sure. We're selling these at Vintage Market Days, but that's what I would assume it gets used for. And I want it to really be able to stand up. So the very last coat that we put on it will be probably more glossy and a little bit, to make it just a little bit, have a little bit of a shimmer to it. And you can see that you get some really nice close-ups. My husband is filming for me now, and I was really happy that he could really give you some close-ups of what I'm doing. I'm going around that bucket and I'm going to finish the whole thing. And I do try to make it a little bit symmetrical over the two sides, but it's not exactly, just a little artsy. Sometimes we bring things to our shows and I hope they don't sell. This might be one of them. I love blue and white. And here it is, all finished, ready for the show.